Notice we're doing anything at all. There are deep, rapid, complex operations afoot under the surface of the skull, and yet all we experience is seamless understanding. Meaning is not only constant, it's also critical. We use language to make sense of the world. We use it almost any time we interact with other people, to flirt, command, inform, beg, and form social bonds. A few words can change our minds, change our marital status, or change our religion. Words affect who we are. As a species, language is our most powerful and pervasive tool. With language, we can communicate what we think and who we are. Without language, we'd be isolated. We'd have no fiction, no history, and no science. To understand how meaning works, then, is to understand part of what it is to be human. And not just human, but uniquely human. No other animal can do what we can do with language. Of course, parts of human language have homologs in other animals. People talk fast, and sentences can be extremely complicated, but zebra finches sing tunes that rival our speed and complexity. Humans can drone on, but even a filibustering senator doesn't outlast humpback whales, whose songs can continue for hours. And although the human ability to combine words in new ways seems pretty unique, it's seen on a more limited scale in bees, who dance messages to each other that combine information about the orientation, quality, and distance of food sources. What's special about human language, what marks it as distinct from every other naturally occurring form of communication in the known universe, is that we can use it to convey pretty much any meaning that we want. A bee can waggle its abdomen until it falls off, but it will never communicate anything beyond what it's programmed to. It can't say that the weather's likely to clear up, that it had a decent night's sleep, or that it's looking forward to the weekend because it has a hot date with a hydrangea. Human language, in contrast to all other animal communication systems, is open-ended. We can talk about things that exist, like inarticulate presidential candidates and rail-thin models, or even things that don't, like Martian anthropologists or vegetarian zombies. And for the most part, other people, at least people who speak our language and have normally functioning cognitive systems, are able to understand us. No other animal can do this, and because this level of meaning-making is unique to our species, determining how it works brings us one step closer to knowing what distinguishes us from other animals. There are other more practical reasons to pursue the science of meaning. Imagine computer systems that truly understand you when you talk to them, Siri or Watson on steroids, or that can automatically translate from one human language to another. No reasonable Star Trek-worthy future would be complete without them. Understanding how meaning works can also help us improve the way we teach foreign languages, and it can lead to restorative therapies and technologies for people who have suffered brain damage that impairs their ability to understand or produce language meaningfully. For all these reasons, language has held a privileged spot in science and philosophy throughout history. For centuries, philosophers have asked what it is that we humans have that our tongue-tied relatives don't. What cognitive capacities evolution has endowed us with that allow us to understand and appreciate sonnets and songs, exhortations and explanations, newspapers and novels. And there are half a dozen academic disciplines dedicated to different aspects of language, from English and foreign languages to communications, semantics, psycholinguistics, cognitive linguistics, neurolinguistics. Thanks to research in these fields, we now know a lot about the grammar of sentences, about how people articulate speech, and how to best teach a foreign language. But for the most part, we've failed to answer the most important question of all. Language matters to us because it's a vehicle for meaning. It allows us to take the desires, intentions, and experiences in our heads and transmit a signal through space that makes those thoughts pop up in someone else's head. We don't study French in order to form perfectly grammatical French sentences. We learn it to communicate. We don't read fiction because the words look appealing on the page, but because of the transporting flood of sights, sounds, places, and ideas that good writing evokes. And yet, almost no one, from lay people to linguists, really knows how meaning works. That is, until recently. This is the age of cognitive science. Had we been born earlier, we might be exploring new continents. Born later,